get another one, I will. But
Hello, and welcome to a scene for Hong Kong House of Cards. Today, it is happy hour at Riker's Bar, as apparently all the supernaturals are coming for the best drinks in the city, um, or just some drinks.
Yeah.
And so, strangely enough, presumably Riker will be at the bar.
Riker will probably walking into the club because he just probably just woke up and uh, woke up and told his bar manager he'd be a few minutes late.
He has been a busy boy today. Um,
Yes. uh, and he will go right to work doing the his bar owner host duties.
Thank goodness for Heather Balm Lube, eh? Anyway,
Yeah,
all that
let's not go there.
All that aside, um, is going to arrive.
Mm. Julie is at the bar already. He's like, the moment is open. He already ordered something to drink and eat.
The bartender asks, how would you like the food?
Can you wait? He doesn't care. It's like it's food.
Okay. He, uh, let me rephrase that. What was the food you were wanting? Because he's
Pe-
taking your order.
Peanuts and
Okay,
beer.
okay.
Right.
He passes over the peanuts and beer and goes back to his other people.
Cool.
Um,
And also pass Jolie a menu. Oh god. That I really need to look over for that. Anyways, Riker will be walking around the bar. He looks very mellow right now and just asking to see if anybody's orders been. How's their visit? How's their food and their drinks and all that?
and Zhu will greet Riker with a small bow.
He'll bow back. Lady Shu, you grace my bar with your presence. Uh, what brings the honorable council member to my bar?
um,
Well, I've heard that
nothing.
it is
Maybe I
something
didn't.
of a
I
popular
didn't.
watering hole for the members of our community. I was hoping to meet some that I have not had much
Um.
to speak with so far.
Uh. Uh. Well, there is Michael, but he's not here yet. I think he's busy at the observatory. Um, just give it a little while, and more than likely, one will turn up because apparently they like the other drinks as well besides the alcohol.
She'll nod, give
All
you
right.
a small bow again, and head over to the bartender where she will order um, a she'll order a pot of tea, jasmine tea, and will
Uh,
make you one of the booths with a nod to Julie as she does so.
Jolie bows back and heads over to her with the peanuts and beer.
The bartender he just puts down a hot pot of jasmine tea in front of you
Thank
and asks, will that be anything else, ma'am?
No, that is fine, thank you.
You're welcome. And he goes over to his other patrons.
I believe we haven't seen each other since the council meeting.
No, how is it going with your new position?
Well, I have managed to visit said wall that was raised up in the meeting. It's not what I expected, to say the least.
Yes. Rather large walls with cannons for arms is not the most expected of outcomes.
Well, in my case, it was more like a big spider wave that was on fire. Not sure why it was a fiery spider web, but I don't
Spiders
know.
are symbols of the Weaver, as I'm sure you know, seeing as you can enter the Yang world.
Oddly enough, this was in the Yin world.
Yes, but the symbology will remain the same.
True. That being said, I'm hmm, I don't understand why a beam of light kept on repairing it, though, as soon as some holes were made.
She raises an eyebrow. It seems that there are many that wish to protect this wall.
Indeed. I heard from others that they have found the location of the people on this side that keep on shooting said beam to repair the webs.
Well, having a location will be helpful in attempting to deal with them.
Indeed. However, I'm a bit uneased because this beam technically would repair it on multiple levels of reality.
So we need to remove the beam before we remove the wall.
Exactly. If we remove the beam that keeps repairing the wall every time it deteriorates, we might have a chance on removing the wall
This is why
entirely.
I said it is good to know who is responsible for the beam so that we can address the issue.
The other council members did point out that they know the location, so if they know the location here, maybe I could switch sides and see both in the yin and the yang world if it corresponds.
If it is the location I believe it to be, we must be very careful. There was intrusions from the Yang world.
It's unfortunate, but you need more people that are adept in either infiltrating or fighting outright the potential dangers that would arise in such an environment. Hmm. A bit of both, I suppose.
Well, as I said, if you attempt to go there, be careful.
I don't intend on going there alone in either way. Hmm. Have you made yourself acquainted with the other residents of the council?
To a degree, I'm making progress. That is actually one of the reasons I came here. I've heard that many of the denizens of the city have been coming here.
Hmm. That is also good. A lot of our fellow council members like to frequent this place as well.
It is part of my duties to try and encourage working between houses, so it would be good to understand more of the house members that I have not yet had the opportunity to do so.
A wise decision, my lady. Uh, if, if you need any help, do let me know.
Thank you. I believe at some point my centaur would like to attempt to investigate the in-world regarding these actions against us.
Yes. I have a token prepared for you as well.
Thank you.
Whenever your Sentai is ready, do let me know so that I can perform the ritual to get you there. It's safest to perform it in the council chambers. You, I hope you don't have any problem with that. Okay. Time. Anyone want to come in or something?
I mean, we can keep talking, but we're kind of just.
Yeah. Jason will walk in and walk up to the bar and ask for an appletini.
Riker, Jason, the person you ask turns around. You know you recognize it as Riker, and he passes you an appletini.
What's up, Riker? How you doing? Jason will ask as he
Hey,
takes a sip.
good, you?
Eh, you know how it goes.
Yeah, I noticed you finally came out of the observatory.
Yeah, well, the whole I gave it a couple days to make sure that that potion wore off, and
Understandable, considering even I wouldn't probably want to see you go walking out by yourself like that.
didn't seem like a good idea. Anything interesting going on recently?
Um, I've been investigating the wall. Not really, really much to tell. Just I know it shows up in my neck of the woods and here in the regular. And other than on a side note, Lady Zhu of the council from the House of Sword wants to speak to a mage.
Oh yeah? Where's she at?
He points her out in the crowd.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you mind introducing me so I don't just look like a random scrub walking up?
Yeah, probably a good idea because she's only probably seen you in passing in the council chambers.
I've never been to the council chambers.
Oh, well, okay, introduction may work. May work.
Yeah. So Jason,
And the Biosphere star just ushers Gabriel into the door.
Yeah, Gabriel would step in. A couple security guys with
Yeah, Gabriel noticed the bouncer wouldn't even stop him at the door. He just let him on through.
just nod at him. Go find a table in the corner, dark corner. And just watch for the moment.
Okay, so is Riker and what was that mage again?
Jason.
Jason.
Jason coming to Julie and Jolie.
Yeah.
I'd assume so.
Okay.
As we're walking up, a waitress comes over to Gabriel's table and asks for his order.
He just waves her off for the moment.
I'll let you take your time, sir. Sorry. And she'll walk off.
Is coming over to introduce Jason.
Yeah, Riker will come over and say, Lady Zhu, this is Jason of the observatory.
Jason will hold out his hand. Jason Morley, or Hermetic Mage. He was telling me you wanted to speak with a mage.
She'll nod and she'll bow from her sitting position slightly. I am Zhu Ling, Wood Mirror of the Hengi Yokai, and most recently council member in the position of the Lovers.
And I'm Jolie. I'm one of the Kui Jin, and recently made cartographer of the council.
In the position of the world.
The world?
Yeah, that is the position that you were given, is the world, whose role is to act as cartographer.
Okay. I thought that was the cartographer. Okay, never mind. Continue.
I was hoping to meet someone from the House of Tentacles. Yes, and she'll kind of move over in the booth and gesture for him to have a seat if he'd like to.
Jason will take the seat, say thank you. So what were you hoping to find out?
Well, there are two reasons that I was hoping to speak with members of your house. One is that I do not currently know very many, and my position in the court is to encourage the working of the houses together so that we may all benefit from each other's strengths. It is difficult to do so when I do not feel that I truly understand the strengths of the House of Pentangles.
Makes sense.
The other thing that I would like to discuss is my grandmother had a talent with magics not of the Hengeiukai. And it is quite possible that I may have inherited this, but of course the only way to find out is to seek teaching in the matter.
And he'll kind of nod and say, "Yeah, I could. I mean, I'm sure either Michael or I could show you some things, depending on what you want to learn."
While I was interested by the tales of the potions that she was able to craft.
That would be a Michael thing, most definitely. He's always been he's better with potions and stuff. I'm better at on the fly stuff.
She'll nod.
I mean,
So,
I could show you some simple stuff, but like I said, you'd probably be better off just asking him for pointers.
she'll nod.
Lord knows he always likes to have research assistants. Out of character, there is a way for a changeling to be a sorcerer. I just can't find out how to do that out of character.
Talk to the STs.
Don't know about change,
Yeah.
but I have fox magic, so I can learn hedge magic.
Yeah. Talk to the STs again. But anyway, back in character. Interesting.
I was also wondering what it is that poses threats to the mages. Not that I would want to inquire too deeply into any potential weaknesses, but I understand that we see the wall in terms of the Weaver energy, and the changelings see the wall in terms of banality.
Yeah. For us, it's there's this group of people called the Technocracy. They don't like us mages, even though from what I can tell, we're pretty much doing the exact same thing, just going about it in different ways.
Yes, we were informed during the council meeting. However, I think what my venerable colleague is trying to ask is how do we best combat them so that we don't harm you in the process, so to speak.
You got me on that one, man. It's like I said, they do basically the same thing we do. It's just if cause he kind of looks lost in thought for a minute, and he's just like, there's this idea of that the world has on what's acceptable and what's not. You know what I mean? What we do is typically not considered acceptable physically, but what they do is, and this has been kind of a change from how it used to be.
I see. So, similarly to the changelings, there is the aspect of magic and creativity and imagination and those things which do not fit into the ordinary world. And there are the forces of stasis and mundane existence that act against them.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it.
Does seem appropriate that it would be in league with the Weaver then.
What's this Weaver you keep mentioning? I'm not a.
It's a guru entity that supposedly gave everything structure from the wild.
And the wild is
Creation.
Creation.
There is creation, there is the pattern, and there is destruction. When all three are in balance, it is good.
I'm
When they are
guessing they're
not,
not in balance.
No, they haven't been in balance for a while.
And Jason will be like, "Yeah, it makes sense. I believe it."
it seems quite similar to the interpretations which many of our various kinds seem to have.
Jason will kind of take another sip from his appletini. Just
Why don't you tell us your full interpretation in this story?
and he'll take another sip and think for a second. Well, the way it seems to be, there's magic, and then there's science, and then there's a couple other things that are kind of magic but twisted. They're not super important right now. Right now, the consensus, you could call it, is that science is the right way to go and magic doesn't exist. When
Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah. So since I use magic, reality hates me pretty much.
I can see it,
Yeah.
and I can sympathize.
Yeah.
Reality has never seemed to have an opinion either way regarding my abilities.
Count yourself lucky then.
You're tied to the physical world. I'm tied to a world of dreams. He's tied to the world of magic. Reality does not mesh with those two elements.
I am tied to the world of spirits as well.
Luckily for me, I'm not technically tied to anything, but I needed to progress in my teachings so that I can attain a higher state of being. So to speak. I'm barely at the start. But it takes a lot of years and practice to advance.
Jason will nod. I can understand that. Feels kind of the same way with my group.
Long tutelage period?
Yeah, a lot of self-introspection and, that kind of thing.
I can
Sounds like my society. We don't get to know our other side's name until a year and a day.
Really? That's lame.
Well, and you would have to think we'd have to get used to this other side just pretty much waking up in an explosion of creativity and the power of the dream world, and all of a sudden, and you would have somebody tutoring you the entire time of that year and a day.
We received a second
Till
on.
go ahead.
We received a second naming on having achieved something worthy of a name.
Yeah. Well, in our case, it's we have that name already. It's just we we'd have to have help finding realizing that it's that we know it, or at least that's how my mentor explained it before I came here to Hong Kong.
I just have specific rituals when it comes to names. It's weird. Don't know that one, but
Yeah.
I heard that it exists somewhere. I don't know. This has the point anyway.
So, what is it that brought you to Hong Kong?
Me? Just want to look up, kind of surprised.
Yes.
Both yourself and our host here.
Well, after I came into my knowledge of all this magic stuff, one of those things I said that wasn't super important right now kind of attacked. And luckily, there were some other hermetics there who helped me fight it off. I'd say helped me, I kind of ran for it. But it's, they advised me to get away from the US for a while. And I figured nobody would come looking for me in China, probably, so.
Technically, this is Hong Kong. But
Yeah. Officially, for the regular world, I came here for business. Unofficially, my house actually sent me here to establish a presence for us here in Hong Kong and investigate the wall, which is really
Interesting.
freaking annoying when you can't get near it without having your skin, and you want to claw off your own skin.
well, I actually touched the wall with one of my fingers, and it disappeared as soon as I did. That was fun.
Seems like a bad idea to just go touching walls.
Well, that particular one, that
Yeah.
is. It grew back, mind you, but still. It hurt when I did it.
I'm sure. Losing fingers seems like a good time at all.
Yeah.
So, how exactly would you establish a presence for your house?
So far, I am basically making a name for myself here in Hong Kong, and hopefully one more of my kind that is born to our house comes up, or they come in. More will come in to help me investigate here at the wall here.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Apparently, right now there's only me and Lady Desdemona.
It's not Adam of your house?
He's of House Fiona.
I see.
But right now, since I'm here in Hong Kong and I'm kind of separated from my previous mentor, he's took me under his wing for the duration, for the time being.
Well, that is good. It is always good when people know that they can find support with their kind.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And yourself, Mr. Moray, how are you finding yourself settling into Hong Kong?
It's been alright. I've just been hanging out with Michael mostly. He seems to have made me his lab assistant for the most part.
I'm kind of surprised y'all didn't think to make a coven or whatever y'all call it.
Hmm. There's an idea. We could probably do that.
Y'all traffic together most of the time, anyhow.
Yeah, this is true. I think we need a few more people for that though.
Well, generally that's how I hear when my kind does it. We call it motleys. You need a little bit more people to do it and keep quiet about it until council or open court, or should I say council,
Makes sense.
and
Why
then you
would
go
you,
public.
why would you need to keep quiet about it?
It's generally not well received, considering it. Well, for the regular world, it's like it being a gang member.
Then how do you gather if it is frowned upon to make groups?
It's frowned upon, but it's not unheard of, especially in this during this day and age, uh, because, like you said, you find support with other. It's good to find support of others of your kind.
So if not in a motley, what society is there?
Uh, the houses. Like I'm a squire of House Ilunage. I would be Well, I would be close. Would in regular terms be uh, would be like Jason. Just I don't know if I can learn his kind of magic.
Yeah, it usually it just kind of happens and then you know it. You can learn more, but
Yeah,
you'll know it
uh,
if you got it.
I've heard that others of my kind take up the path of the sorcerer. I just don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorcery is a bit more acceptable for some reason by reality.
Um, there's House Fiona, that's all about love and protecting that love, from what I've noticed. Gwydion,
She gonna raise an eyebrow at that comment.
Gwydion, law keepers, and I don't know that much of the other houses. Those are the only ones I know off the top of my head that I can talk in detail. Except for my house's sibling house, but I like, and again, I don't know that much about it.
You said that Adam is part of a house where they must find and fight for and protect a representation of love.
Um, I think so. It's from talking to him, that's the way he acts is way uh, he comes about exemplifying the principles of his house.
You will nod.
I
No,
am
she's
just
thinking about something.
that's an I but then that's only from my observations of him. I'm not a part of his house, so I don't know the deeper secrets of his house.
Understandable.
You would have to ask him and ask him on that if he even can tell you.
Why wouldn't he be
What?
able to tell us?
There's some some things that can't be told.
Fair enough.
Each group has its own mysteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
That being said, as a matter of hand, my plan of getting to the place of interest might we have, but that we may best penetrate it on multiple levels so that the webs aren't repaired. Any ideas on how to proceed?
As far as I could tell, it's here in the regular reality. It's in my society's reality. It's in the Umbra from the rumors I heard from the Sept.
It most
And
definitely is.
all right,
And it's coming from somewhere within the Shadowlands. I haven't been to that place yet, although I am planning to take uh, a group there with I believe that you named it a Sentai. Um, yes, I've been planning to take that particular group there and see how best we can penetrate its defenses. If there is a yin world representation of it.
I would like to go, but as far as death's concerned, it's not a good
You know
idea for me to
that
go near it.
it is to attack.
You went robot on us. And
Reality, and that it is difficult to attack in the Umbral reality. We have yet to see how that may or may not be in the Dark Umbra.
fair enough. That's the reason why I was asking for a plan of attack. What do we do when we meet up face to face with said building or the site itself, whatever representation of it would be?
Out of character,
Keep your eyes open for a giant glass scorpion.
you said giant glass scorpion. Wouldn't that have been noticed by now?
Maybe it's taken a different form.
Uh, in this in our in the bigger society, I wouldn't be doubted. And heads up, the person that controls the scene just got dumped, so I don't know how long it takes before that. Oh,
Hold
she's
on.
back.
Woo.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Actually,
I said keep your eyes open for a giant glass scorpion.
Hmm.
Riker just went. Wouldn't that have been noticed by now?
And Julie said, possibly, although it might have changed form in the Shadowlands representation. And I have to see for it myself. Do you have any plan on how to combat said glass scorpion?
Out of character, Deb, she knows where the glass scorpion came from. She was there.
Yes, but I'm asking something specific.
Yeah, I was just saying she know.
Yeah.
Out of character, I'm just saying she knows the name of the place where it was at. I just I can't say it right now because I'm not on that character.
Yeah, there was an office building, but we never really got the actual address thing.
But you know it on
But
the
we went
map.
there.
If I showed you a map, you'd know where it is, right?
So, yes.
Puts out his smartphone's map of Hong Kong.
And Jill will point out where the office building was because we went there, but we were not, actually told the name and address and stuff. So, out of character. Theoretically, we know exactly where, and Jill will point it to that place, wherever that
Okay.
place is.
I know how to guide you to that place now, if it comes to it in the Shadowlands. It will be an interesting trip, nevertheless, and
Guys,
Yes.
yeah,
storyteller's ruling on that is we are not dealing with that until Ares' return.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just so
sure.
everybody knows.
Right now we're just planning, so this is just in the planning stages.
I would be intrigued just to go to an office building just to see how it looked in chimerical reality, but then again, it'd probably be very, very gray.
You never know. There could be some people who find wonder in that.
Mm,
If it has a giant glass scorpion coming from it, I don't think that would be is helping.
Hey, different strokes for different folks, man. You don't know.
True.
know if
We-
this building that the glass scorpion appeared near is related to the beam that healed the wall, but it seems very likely.
possible. And whether
What
or
beam
not,
is this?
in the Shadowlands, what shape it might take. Mind you, it could just be something else entirely. Different realms have different rules.
This is true. We have prepared a few items that might be able to help with our trip.
Like what?
Something to discourage excess attention from the spirits of the dead.
Fair enough.
Seems like a pretty good idea, yeah.
And as long as you don't actively initiate any conversations with them, you should be fine. Mind you, if you attract someone's attention, well, we'll just have to wing it then, depending on the personality of said resident. That will be an interesting conversation. He rolls his eyes in exasperation. But as of now, we don't have a plan. Even
Save
if
investigating more of this place in a different realm and hoping that we do not encounter the scorpion again.
If we
I
do
can-
encounter the scorpion, we could always deal with it the House Flambeau way.
and what is that?
Yeah.
Fireballs.
You are welcome to try.
Unfortunately, I haven't started my lessons on that art yet.
Oh, I got
go
it covered, bro.
stab-
Don't even worry.
I just go stabby stabby on the fucker.
That works too.
Again, you are all quite welcome to try. Bear in mind, when I say a giant glass scorpion, I do mean larger than most buildings.
So I'll need a larger than most building-sized fireball.
Yes.
Okay. That may
And
take some time.
it will need to be hot enough to melt the glass.
That may take some time then.
Yeah. I can probably bring a team into the dreaming and see if to help out. Look there. Lord knows it's kind of difficult to even get at least 50 feet of the thing, but I can try and bring people that can do more stuff than I can.
Or perhaps if you investigate it in the dreaming, you'll be able to bring those of us that are slightly less sensitive to there.
That's what I was saying, so I agree with you.
I never been there, so I wouldn't know.
I would have to talk to the Hessian because I don't know if I could actually try to bring you. Is the problem?
Adam didn't even want to enchant me at the council chambers, which is weird.
Somebody wanted to enchant you?
Didn't. But
He
I
said
don't know
that
why.
Adam didn't want to enchant him.
Oh, okay. Add a character. You were Boneflower, right?
Yeah, I'm banality 8, but I still have to play it in character that I don't know. I play change as well.
Plus,
So-
you enchanted Dexter, and she was 8 as well.
Yeah.
But she's lovely and friendly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
she's different. She doesn't exude death.
Still banality 8. Kinda does. Sorry.
So Matthias appears.
Oh.
Oh, look!
Matthias.
Hey, Batman.
Oh, it's you again.
He's wearing a new leather duster.
Nice coat.
We'll
Nice.
give him a small nod of acknowledgement.
Bow his head to Zhao.
You.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever say that right the first time.
Yeah. You and Jody bows his head to Matthias and says, "Come, we were just talking about our mutual problem."
Oh,
Which
Matthias, I actually have something that I've been wanting to test out on you.
Okay.
It doesn't involve what you're probably thinking. It's just something my bartenders have been working on.
Do I want to know?
It's even odder than my taste, but then again, it probably be more along your tastes, and just signals to the bartender, tells him, get him, get the experimental one, and he comes back and he basically brings you back a shot glass, and it looks very. The contents of it's very odd, but if you down it, you notice it's some kind of insect mixed with alcohol.
Okay.
Hey, it's an interesting thought, and that bartender is actually a knocker.
Okay.
Anyways,
It's alright, I guess.
well, he didn't. He figured you were something associated with an insect eating bat because he saw you grabbing a mosquito and eat it.
Hmm.
He just didn't know what kind of insect you like.
He just kind of looks at you weird, like, okay.
But anyways, yeah, I'd be willing to lead a team into the dreaming that's people that's enchanted, that's less sensitive to the wall than I am.
Alright.
You want something, sir?
Sorry.
It's all right.
Off screen, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit mute.
It's all right. We'll just say Matthias actually landed him a mate, and she's holding a kid.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Your bar has all ages. Oh,
Wow.
anyway.
It's a supernatural inclined bar. It just has very small population of mortals in it.
Yeah, 'cause it is totally filled with caffeine, Ghislaine, and the like. There is totally nothing wrong with it. But anyway, second character.
It would be
So,
good to find out where the wall is at its weakest so we can therefore concentrate our efforts.
yeah. By
Or
the
we're
way,
gonna.
Jason, could you research on what type of glass spider, what was it? Scorpion was this? Maybe we
It was a
have
spirit.
that. Thank you.
Yeah.
What type of spirit that the last scorpion was, so that we can better combat it.
Yeah, I can look into it and see if I can find anything. The observatory's got a pretty good library, so hopefully they'll have something.
Judging from the yelling of my stepmate, and that's a guru that went on the last scouting party, he just appeared out of nowhere and was freaking out and yelling about a possible veil breach. Um, and he did say something about a scorpion, glass scorpion, and it matched the description of an emperor scorpion if it was an actual insect.
Well, scorpions are arachnids, in my field, but
Well, arachnid. I'm sorry. Excuse me. He shakes his head. A little bit still groggy. I just barely took a nap before I came in.
it happens. But yes, it's interesting when you think about it. Hmm. Emperor Scorpion, that's made out of glass.
It is a powerful weaver spirit, strong enough to pass through to our reality.
And where did it come out of again? What were you guys doing when it appeared?
We were near the office building.
So basically investigating the beam that kept on repairing said wall every time it started tearing up. And mind you, it is constantly getting teared up, but it's constantly being repaired, which is annoying.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
noticed that when I took a look at it.
The best guess is that the office building, which is similarly protected, is likely to be the source of this beam of repairing energy.
Out of character, Tiger Jason knows this office building. He actually sent the beam going to that office building in the first scouting mission with Ari.
The one that they they're like, oh hey, here's the result of that. Oh hey, there are snipers. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
But we have Bosco with us then, not Jason.
No, Jason had another scene where he went up to the office building as well
Ah, okay.
before Bosco did.
Okay. Never mind anyway. I'm trying to recover my thoughts because they're all scattered. Let me think. Okay, so in the Umbro we have what was it? Okay, let's enumerate all the realms so that we eliminate all the possibilities when we deal with it.
We need to find the weakest point. Currently, we know that the Umbra is protected by both spirits and Garu.
Wait, really?
Yes.
There are other members of the House
I heard
of
rumors.
Bloodsport?
I heard rumors around the SEP that it was Garu that was captured and very much tainted by the Weaver.
Oh, I quite believe that, but nevertheless.
Oh dear.
Who all went on this trip that I could maybe talk to and get some more information out of?
Myself, Charlie, Bosco, Adam, and who's the fifth person? Oh, Christian.
And do you have ways I could get in contact with them, or?
I believe I have the numbers for. Well, I do have the number for Charlie and for Adam. But Bosco and Christian, I'm afraid I don't.
Christian's an interesting player on the field.
Yes,
Why do you say that?
the Guru wanted him.
The Weaver Wolves, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
He's
wanted him and claimed he was an aberrant part of the Weaver.
Sounds like what happened with our second scout.
Hmm.
They tried a couple of tanks tried to run off with Adam.
With Adam.
Yep.
yeah, I heard about that.
The first time they were very definitely after Christian.
Christian, he is also known by the changelings as the Black Hole or Disbelief Incarnate. In chimeric reality, he's basically just a black hole.
Seems strange.
And oddly enough, when he sat down near to one of my light fixtures, he actually just got really comfortable and very relaxed. Like he didn't really like being around technology. Well, he really liked being around technology.
Well, you keep on saying that. I don't know. What's the Weaver's connection to technology anyway?
It's the spirit of stasis, order,
It is pattern.
pattern,
Technology is very good at creating patterns. Weaving of webs, creating of buildings that would not otherwise exist. The spread of humanity beyond its reasonable boundaries.
Technology evolves with each day. How can it be a pattern?
The pattern grows, but the change is limited. It is more that it adds to itself and embroiders upon itself.
Strange. What an odd concept. Still. And Jolie looks very contemplative, trying to see the various connections that were made. Gets out a notepad and starts drawing a few lines. And he's like making a little doodle of a scorpion that's kind of badly made. Let me see. Do I need to roll for this?
Well, what exactly are you trying to do? To draw a scorpion?
Yeah. A little mini sketch of a scorpion.
Dex Crafts?
Yeah, sounds accurate.
Yeah.
I don't have any in crafts, if I remember correctly.
Or Dex expression would work.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see how much I have in expression then. Okay, so expression. Where are your expression on my sheet? Do I have you on my sheet? No. No.
Okay, just roll Dex. Difficulty 7.
Cool. I'll roll Dex difficulty 7. Oh, 1 success. Yay.
That's enough that you can probably tell it's meant to be a scorpion.
Awesome. So he's drawing a little doodle of a scorpion. And one realm and on another he's doodling a skyscraper, which kind of looks like one of those 3D boxes of matches. With
So, we know that the Umbra and this realm are both difficult to address. What do we know of the other realms?
What about the
The
Shadow?
dreaming.
Shadowruns, I haven't investigated yet. So
In the dreaming, the changelings are. I'm the only one with enough balls to even try to go and get 50 feet within its presence.
mhm.
What does it look like in the dreaming?
Yeah, good question.
Basically the same way that Jolie described it in the Dark Umbra.
I mean
From what?
the building where it shot the repair beam.
Oh, that would be a Zhu. A Lady Zhu question.
Yes, I believe that not enough people have known of the location of the building in order to explore it in every realm.
Okay, so we only know how it looks like in 2 realms then, out of
Yeah.
the 4. Great. Okay.
Yeah, basically in the dreaming so far, that I could tell, it's a flaming wall of web.
The wall itself, yes, but I'm talking about the place where the repair beam was shot.
The building looked very similar in the
In the
Umbra
dreaming as
to the
well.
wall.
I haven't gone near
In the
that building
Umbra,
yet.
the building looked very similar to the wall. It was covered in spiders and in web. So it is likely to have similar protections in each reality to the wall.
That would make sense.
Perhaps on a smaller scale, but it is still likely that whichever realm will be easiest for us to attack in.
We need to go in and take out the moon bridge. This is the biggest problem right now.
Yes.
Yes.
The
From
moon
what I
bridge?
heard around the Sept, Rachel, the Sept leader, has actually sent a team out to of 5 Stargazer Theurge elders, but they haven't reported back yet.
Elders, you say?
Yeah,
Yeah, and multiple teams sent by Sunlight across the wall too. So we've seemed to have had more success getting information from the wall than any of the teams that have been sent so far.
Wow, full robot on us. I didn't understand the word you said, sorry.
What?
You went full robot on us. I didn't
Yeah.
understand
I
the
said
word you
so far, so Sunlight has also sent a bunch of teams at the wall, and none have reported back either. We've seemed to have come up with more solid information than any of the teams so far.
Well, another interesting tidbit about the wall itself. It basically stops rivers, uh, and the rivers don't go beyond it. But the respective dragon lines, they are interrupted for the duration of the wall, and then they continue after said wall. Which I find interesting. It leads me to the conclusion that maybe the thing, this,
The building and the wall technically is not our issue right now. Our issue is that stuck open moon bridge. That needs to come down. If we haven't heard back from the team, we should send a team to find out what happened to the team. We've survived. The last team that went survived survived at least 2 run-ins with the defenders of the wall. So we should be able to get in, at least ascertain what's going on with the other team. If they are still there, if they're not there, then we need to come up with a plan to take down the moon bridge ourselves.
So what's this moon bridge exactly? And why is it a big deal?
Thanks. Have you ever seen the movie Stargate?
yes.
Can't say I have.
I've seen even the series. It was quite enjoyable. Even
We
though,
need to slap an iris on that bitch.
Yeah. Basically, it's a portal between 2 points, and if it's close enough, it's pretty much instantaneous travel, turning into Jason.
Okay, so why is it a huge deal?
It's
Because
bringing in
constant.
any enemy forces to the area.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then again, if we can time it just right and breach the defenses, we could probably use it to get to where to the main point of where this is. But then again, I have a bad feeling if one of the what I heard from one of the theorizers from the SEP said is probably about it. It's probably leading directly to the cyber realm, right into the heart of the Weaver domain itself. And where I can't get to.
Right.
oh great. Is that a yin world or a yang world?
I have very limited knowledge of the chi forces. I would say, out of character, which one's the black?
Life is yang, death is yin.
That
He
being
would.
said,
He says
believe
it would be yin.
no, it is not.
Oh, okay.
Because the entirety of the Umbra is what is known as the Yang world. It is the Dark Umbra that is the Yin world.
Oh, okay.
So despite the
I was
fact
actually
that
confused.
the spirits may be forces that we might associate with the death and destruction, they are still spiritual forces and energies.
Alright. Well, at least I know what color my jade would be if I have to go there. But, that being said, we need to think on who we might have to send in one place, who we might need to send on another, try to coordinate our attacks so that the reinforcements don't come back to bite us in the ass while we destroy one location, so that the wall stays destroyed while we finish destroying the repair beam.
So right now, a multi-pronged attack on this thing is probably the best bet.
Mm,
Yeah, we need to.
I don't agree.
No, I feel multi-pronged research, but we use that research to find where is the weakest point, and we gather our resources to attack that one point.
I still think the weakest point is actually where they're bringing in the reinforcements. That
Quite possible, but until we know what's the
per se, it's not the weakest point. But if we bring it down, we deprive them of instantaneous reinforcement.
certainly.
Alright.
True.
So
We
So
can
while
also
it might not be the weakest point, it is the most pivotal.
It is
And the
certainly
most
one that needs
vulnerable.
addressing.
Okay,
Sorry?
so if we attack the point where we might find reinforcements so that we choke the enemy's way of getting back in, I have an important question. Does this respective moon bridge have reflection in all of the realms?
That I do not know. That
To the best of my knowledge, it is only in the Umbra, but that is the only knowledge that I have of it. You cannot see it or presumably use it in our realm. They
Alright.
came through in the Umbra and then passed into our realm to attack. I do not know if they will have something equivalent in the other realm.
That is another point that I was trying to raise. We only know of one reinforcement point, the moon bridge in the Umbra. How are they getting reinforcements in the Dreaming? We need to know that. How are they getting reinforcements in the real world? That's
The
kind
only way
of...
to find that out is send teams into the Dreaming, the Shadowlands, and wherever else.
Yes. Well, the Shadowlands, I have the tokens for the team that wants to get in. So, whomever wants to get in has to talk to me about it. And I'll guide them to it. But other than that, yes, we need to scout out those locations.
If somebody was to launch an attack on the Moon Bridge here and one or two man teams are in the other realms, we might be able to get closer and far more accurate information from those two realms while they pull back reinforcements to the Moon Bridge.
So let's say someone attacks the Moon Bridge, then another team goes with me into the Dark Umbra to investigate the repair facility, which may be just a big creature that is a nightmare.
And the Changelings send a team to the same location in the Dreaming.
It may be wise to vary that. Our good host here has pointed out that the Changelings are having difficulty approaching the wall. It is likely they will find it difficult approaching the facility as well. And it may be easier for those of us that are not native to that realm.
So what? Send a team from the Changelings into the Dark Umbra and us into the Dreaming?
No, it's more like make the Changelings enchant a few of the members of other houses, so that the
Yes,
other houses...
if the Changelings were to assist with the attack on the Moon Bridge, and one of them were to act as guide for one or two of those of us from other houses who might be able to get closer.
I can get in contact with some of the Tuatha De Fionn that can probably help in the attack, and I can probably talk to Adam and see if he can get in contact with the others of his house, so double up in that attack, and probably I can lead lead a team to the wall in the Dreaming.
I think it would be best to have mixed teams in each of these places. rather than only.
I don't think that'd be very good for the dreaming. If they are having a hard time approaching the wall, that might be an alert to the defenders of the wall in the dreaming, which means we'd meet stiff resistance there as well. So if we sent just a team of, say, changers to the dreaming and had a force of changelings in the Umbra attack and then a group in the Shadowlands, just to attempt to force them to force them to fight on multiple fronts, B to try to and B their reaction and where they create the heaviest defenses would be the telling point where we would know is most important to them.
This is true.
Well, in the Shadowlands, the wall is constantly attacked by its residents. So,
but is there much of a defense? But are they really considered that much of a threat? Is there any defenses being constructed there, or is the damage just being repaired?
The damage is just being repaired remotely by the beam.
Then that's not the important point. If it's constantly being damaged and they're only repairing, not sending defenders to openly attack what's attacking the wall, then that's not likely to be the important point.
That being said, there may be more defenses at the origin point of the beam.
Exactly.
If they find it difficult to spread their defenses thin enough to protect the wall as a whole, in that realm, they may have concentrated their defenses upon building.
We may also force them to show some of their hand if we attack multiple points with sufficient forces to do some real damage.
True.
That's true. Interesting.
Because if they mass a massive force in one particular area, then we know that that's in reality their actual weakness.
Fair enough. So a team
Because if they have to respond with a massive amount of force, that means the defenses in that area aren't strong enough, which means that will be default the weak point for later on. Because if they can't trust the defenses that are currently there to do enough of a job to defend, that's likely a weak point.
Okay, so each realm will have their own teams attacking hopefully simultaneously, so that afterwards we'd gather and report at a council meeting or in the council room, not necessarily the meeting proper, and compare our notes and see their reactions in each realm, so that we'd form an informed plan of attack on where we should strike next. Does everyone agree with this plan?
It sounds good. The problem will, of course, be gathering sufficient people for the attack.
Indeed.
Out of character, I very much think that this will be 3 separate scenes that theoretically happen at the same time. But
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, go to each of your houses and talk to your superiors. My lady Julie.
Yeah,
to inform the others that aren't present here, so that.
I will do what I can. I think perhaps, even with all of our efforts to inform and prepare people, our best bet may be to gather the forces at the council meeting.
Fair enough. In the meantime, as soon as we have our forces and team that will go into the Shadowlands, we'll have to talk to me on that issue in particular.
I think we should go to the Shadowlands, talk to the Wraiths to see if we can get them to do an outright, all-out full assault while we attack the other. Because if we can get them to attack outright, we might be able to lighten up our forces in other areas to attack the other points.
The Wraiths are outright attacking the wall itself.
Yeah, but are they launching an absolute all-out, complete, absolute assault on it, or are they just poking it?
Oh, they're attacking it in mass. It was they were making dents in it, you know, and holes, and then the beam came and repaired it.
Then could we gather more?
More Wraiths to come.
You said that they were putting holes into the wall, that they were damaging it. So if there could be more wraiths, they may do more damage.
How big are the holes that are getting in?
Well, I could see them from a distance. So
I wonder. If that's the point. I wonder if they can punch holes big enough, maybe we can send a team through the wall.
If we gather enough wraiths, and if we focus them to one point.
That's the weak point. If they're causing actual physical holes that can be seen for a period of time, we might be able to put a team through the hole, through one of the holes to get to the other side.
But what we need to do, because it is not getting to the other side that is the issue. We can go around the wall if we take long enough.
Yeah, but that would take a lot of time, and if we can get a team through the hole, we can pop them back in on the other side.
There are moon bridges that can get us there. We can go via.
And there was one individual that flat out got through the wall.
But,
Hmm.
all things considered, if we have the wraiths attacking the wall, we will need to ensure that we can do something about the building. We will need to research what protections there are on the building in the Shadowlands. If that is the source of the beam, which is repairing the wall, and we wish the Wraith to make an all-out assault in order to attempt to bring down this wall, or at least damage it sufficiently to make a difference, we will need to do something about the repairs.
Well, we need to talk them into it first.
Yes, but if we cannot do anything to help them, it will be much harder to talk them into it. We need to send a scout to investigate the building in the Shadowlands.
Indeed.
I'll volunteer.
Alright. You'll be coming with me then.
Oh yeah, obviously I need somebody to send me in there.
Obviously. And I actually know my way around. So that's a thing. Okay. So us two would be scouting said building. See what's its Shadowlands reflection there.
Be careful. You'll do no good to anyone if you do not return.
That is also
No
true.
matter how much you discover.
Also true.
Good luck. We can find a way to attack that point while the Wraith attack the wall and see if it has an impact on the other realms.
Maybe. we'll have to see when that happens.
We may need to deal with the Moonbridge first, however, because it is a threat in many ways. We
Alright.
don't know what might be coming through to the city even now and walking up the street.
Well, what we faced the last time around was clearly something unnatural.
Yes.
More so than usual, I suspect. But
Oh well, one of the werewolves had mechanical implants.
okay.
One of their eyes were replaced. Deb, you're going all Mr. Roboto.
Let me reduce my bandwidth. Okay, did it help?
Deb? I think we lost Deb.
Cool.
Lovely, and even I lowered my bandwidth.
Yeah. Oh well. Wait and see. And delay.
Minimum.
So, Jason, do you have any opinions on this?
Jason will kind of shake his head. It's like, I don't know much about the Umbra or the Shadowlands or whatever, so it does seem like if we're going to do anything, we need to take out that building, since it's repairing the wall. I'll try and do more research and see what I can find out about it, and see if we can find any weak points in it or what have you. But we're gonna need a lot more help than just us, obviously.
Obviously. Okay. At least we kind of have sort of a plan.
Yeah, a plan's there, but it's just getting everything for it. That's the hard part at this point.
Yeah, you need to research a lot of things right now, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why I got with a new mentor. I needed more education on a lot of stuff.
Fair enough. Anyway, I think I don't know what else to say out of character.
Me either.
See you guys later. Hopefully, let me know when you need a trip to the Shadowlands, and
Okay.
we'll see what we can do.
Alright.
Jolie gets up, bows to everyone after he finished his drink and peanuts, and walks off. See you guys later.
Later. I guess we can leave the scene with Matthias and Riker and Jason talking about the wall. Or random stuff.
Yeah.
This is kind of awkward because none of us have control of the scene.
Nope.
And we're just probably going to be booking it out of here without Deb. I'm gotta try and get some rest. I'll see you guys later. I've gotta work tonight.
See you, man.
Later, Tiger.
Oh, hey, this is Dev again. Everybody pretty much left.
Oh, okay. I
It's
guess
kinda-
then the scene is ending.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed the scene anyway.